And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside Joe Thompson, and we are pleased to welcome in the interim athletic director of Montgomery College and also the head women's basketball coach, Tarlouh Gasque. And Tarlouh, first of all, congratulations on your win today, but we're going to talk a little bit about the program in general to get things started. You've been the interim athletic director now for several months, right?
Correct.
How are you enjoying the role?
Actually, I'm learning a lot in terms of the administrative portion of the role. I was familiar with a lot of what's involved in operational support, and so sitting in meetings as an administrator, I think, has been one of the biggest changes for me because I'm learning a lot about what happens in the background, a lot of things that I think students aren't aware of, the kind of work that's being done by those higher up. And getting an opportunity to give the athletic view of all of that. So that's actually been rewarding.
Okay, so Coach, could you tell us about the state of MC athletics right now, and even digging a little bit deeper into like what was a pretty successful fall sports season?
I think we started off pretty well. Men's soccer did a pretty good job. We were a little weak in terms of a scoring force out there, but I think they were very young, and that's the strength that's coming back next year. As well as our women's soccer went all the way to the national tournament. I think we were thin. We had some injuries, a key injury to one of our starters. But it was a very exciting season. I enjoyed watching them play, and I'm looking forward to big things next year.
Now, any news about the program coming up that you might want to break tonight on the broadcast? Anything new coming up on the horizon?
Not at this point. I'm hoping we get some, something great and wonderful coming up down the pike, but nothing at this point. It's just business as usual.
So you're happy in the role?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Now, are you being able to? Can you juggle it? How tough must it be, particularly now that you're coaching? You're in the middle of your season to juggle both roles.
Actually, the schedule is kind of tough in terms of the amount of time that I have to put in because I pretty much work the full work day and then focus on it after 5 o'clock in terms of women's basketball. But it's kind of like you get into it and it's just part of your life and you go through it. I mean, I'm really rewarded by the mentoring capabilities that I have in this role. For all of the athletes, regardless of their sport, I've gotten to know a lot of them a lot better. So I think overall it's fine. I mean, I'm not overwhelmed by any means. I'm enjoying myself.
That's excellent. We'd be remiss to not speak about the game that you just won. So what do you think about your team's performance, and what do you think going into the championship game tomorrow?
I think we played pretty well. I was not happy with the foul situation in the first half, which I talked to them about. It didn't make any sense. It was needless fouls, and that was one of the things that I had talked to them about, making sure we didn't do. So the second half, I think we did a better job of that and a better job at playing our game and not being anxious. I think that we play an upbeat type of basketball. And the tendency is to get anxious and to get kind of impatient and try to go for steals when it's not there. And that's a lot of what we're still actually building. We're still growing. It might look like we got it all together, but I think we're learning each game.
So, I just want to go back to one thing real quickly. You talked about juggling both things. You're lucky that you've had a group of assistants on your basketball team that have been with you a long time.
Exactly. They have been key. I think I have Coach Nickens Gaither, who is really huge in terms of helping me because she's here as well as I am. She's a professor. And she's helped me a lot on the academic side because that's huge in terms of making sure that they're eligible to play, coming up in the next semester, as well as being there to help me when I can't be there. Because there's been times that I've been in meetings and they have to take over. And also, Pat has been awesome in terms of going out to scout for me. He goes to the games and, lets me know, what each team looks like and saves me from having to do that traveling that I used to do in the past.
And Coach, we'd like to thank you for coming on to our broadcast to talk to us about, your roles, multiple, within the program. So we appreciate you being here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Coach, thanks so much for your time, and good luck tomorrow. We'll be right back here watching you guys in the championship game at 3 o'clock against Monroe.
Okay, thank you.
So thanks so much.
Okay.
And we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with the second half of what has turned out to be a very exciting basketball game between the Montgomery College men's team and the Erie men.